It's okay. Whenever you're ready, John, don't rush. It's okay. What's the Foxy Lady?
It's a strip club.
Strip club?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I like to support women. So,
Support women?
yeah, they're making money. They're doing legal things, you know. So
of course. Oh.
They're having fun at their job. I can appreciate that.
Nobody has the time to understand our story or our life or what the current situation is of a person. So this is so different to what we see usually. So that's why I think it's very moving for us that you take the time out to understand everybody.
Welcome to the courtroom of Judge Frank Caprio, where justice meets compassion in the most unexpected ways. Today, we've got 3 incredible cases that will absolutely blow your mind. First up, a Gulf War veteran who breaks down revealing profound impact military service had on breaking racial barriers. Then, a woman who goes to a strip club without her boyfriend and ends up in court for a parking violation with the most hilarious defense you'll ever hear. And finally, a family travels all the way from India just to meet this legendary judge in person. You won't believe how these cases unfold. This is what happens when a judge truly sees a humanity in every person who walks through those courtroom doors. Let's dive in.
John Richardson. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Richardson, you have 3 red light violations. 2 are on Pleasant Valley Parkway and 1's on Dean Street.
Yes, that's
What do you remember about it?
I work at the VA, so I come out the back sometimes, or sometimes I come from Chalkstone around, so I know it's me.
You work at the vets. What do you do with the vets?
I work in the kitchen. I feed the veterans.
Yeah. Are you a vet?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Where did you serve?
Gulf War, 1990.
You actually served in the Gulf War?
Oh yeah, definitely.
How
I
long?
first started at Fort Benning.
Fort
Yeah,
Benning, Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Were you,
And from there
were you a
went to
paratrooper?
not paratrooper, but I went to airborne school. I was airborne.
Yeah.
But paratrooper is another level up.
There aren't many levels higher than going to war.
It's too bad we do have to do that. When you go there, you see it. That's not necessary. I wish we could just talk.
And we could be in a period of peace, but nevertheless, even those people who serve during services during those periods of time don't know that if the next day there's a war declared somewhere and they're gone,
Right.
right? So
Exactly.
So we respect all people who served in the service. Tell me about the bond that you have with the guys that you served with, or woman that you served with in the service.
The bond with the fellow soldiers was very deep because I was born 1970, so growing up then was kind of tough. And from what the military did for me was I grew up with a lot of racism, so I didn't know real connections with Caucasian males and stuff till the military. And we went in, they started blending us, and nobody was name calling. From that day, he said, everyone's green.
Everyone's
And now
green.
Everyone's green. Everyone's Army green. It was amazing. And not once anyone disrespected me from that point in the military. So that was the.
And right here, we're witnessing something absolutely powerful. John Richardson is breaking down in court, and it's not because he's worried about the ticket or the fines. This is a man carrying decades of pain and hope simultaneously. Think about what he just shared. Born in 1970, he grew up in an era of deep racial division in America. He experienced racism firsthand, had limited genuine connections across racial lines, and then the military changed everything for him. When he talked about everyone being Army green, he's describing a transformative moment where the color of his skin stopped mattering, and his value as a human being, as a soldier, became the only thing that counted. This is the kind of story that reminds us why courtrooms like Judge Caprio's matter so much. He's not just processing traffic violations. He's honoring human experiences, acknowledging sacrifice, and treating people with the dignity they deserve. Watch how the judge handles this incredibly emotional moment with such grace and compassion.
No.
It's okay. Whenever you're ready, John, don't rush. It's okay. And while you're composing yourself, I want you to know that we're all very proud of what you did for this country, and I'm sure that the guys that you and women that you served with all feel the same way for your contributions.
I don't really do too much talking on it. Tough and stuff, so.
All right, John, I got one more question I want to ask you. How has your service changed your outlook on life?
Just that knowing to want someone makes an understanding that humans, we can live together. Just combat. It's not the answer. It's not the answer.
I think you may be having some memories that are uncomfortable as a result of this, but I do know one thing.
And I paid my bills. I have money. I didn't come to get a deal.
I know you
It's
did.
just, I didn't plan on someone asking me that. So I want people to think, oh, he's trying to be on TV and
No,
do that.
no, no.
Everyone who knows me in Providence, I pay all my bills. So I'm not trying to shuck and jive for none of that.
No. I already decided what I'm going to do, and I already marked it down. So there's nothing you can say from this point forward that's going to change my mind. You went through a few red lights, but we think we're going to give you a pass on this. We think we're going to give you about this much of what you deserve. You deserve this much, but we're going to give you like about this much because that's all we can do today. And I'm going to dismiss these. And I'm going to thank you profusely for all of us assembled
Thank
here today for your service. Okay, good luck to you.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Now that's what I call justice with heart. Let me break down what just happened here legally and emotionally. John Richardson came in facing 3 red light violations, which in most municipalities could easily total $300 to $500 in fines and fees. But Judge Caprio didn't just see violations on paper. He saw a Gulf War veteran who now dedicates his life to serving other veterans by feeding them at the VA. The judge had already made his decision before John even finished speaking, which is why he told him nothing he could say would change his mind. This is crucial because John was worried people might think he was trying to manipulate sympathy for a lighter sentence. But the judge had already decided to dismiss all charges completely. The legal authority Judge Caprio has here allows him to consider the person's circumstances, their contributions to society, and exercise judicial discretion. And he used that power beautifully. From 3 violations to 0 fines. That's not just compassion. That's recognizing that some debts can never be repaid. Now, buckle up because our next case is completely different. We're going from tears to laughter in about 3 seconds.
Maziarz Cassidy Piera. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Inspector Heaton, this is a Bridge Street violation. You're a little bit familiar with that, aren't you?
A little bit.
And believe it or not, it was just before midnight. Surprise?
No?
No.
It's usually when that street gets busy.
Where were you?
I had parked there actually earlier in the night, and I didn't see any signs. I'd like to hang out in Providence. I've been coming here since I was like 15, even younger.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Hot Club. One of my new friends that I met at the gym was like, oh, we should check it out. But we went there. It was dead, so she picked me up, and we went to Foxy Lady, which again was my first time at one of those kinds of clubs, which was a fun experience too. And
So you went from the Hot Club to the Foxy Lady.
yeah, and I
Which
left
one,
my.
which one did you enjoy more?
I didn't even go into Hot Club. Honestly, I want to check out Hot Club still. I won't park where I parked now, knowing that it's a tow zone. But I did take a picture just because I didn't see any signs where I was, so I wasn't sure if that would help my case. But
What is the Hot Club?
I think it's just a bar. I don't even think they do anything special. I thought it was cute because it's on the water, you know.
What's the Foxy Lady?
It's a strip club.
Strip club?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I like to support women. So
You support women?
yeah, they're making money. They're doing legal things, you know. So
of course. Oh.
they're having fun at their job. I can appreciate that.
Oh, there's nothing illegal going on. I can.
As far as I know, you know.
No, not there. But that must be interesting. Was that your first time at one of those places?
It was. Yeah, my boyfriend won't go with me, so.
He won't?
No, he's not interested. I had to find a girlfriend to go.
By the time you left Foxy Lady, how much did it cost you?
I didn't pay for my drinks.
You didn't
That's why
pay?
you go to a strip club as a lady, because the guys buy you the stuff. I don't make a lot of money, so I'm always looking for a bargain.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of reversed here. Usually, it's the guys that come in, and they go to the foxy lady, and it's the girlfriend that's upset, you know?
Yeah.
But here we have the girlfriend going to the foxy lady. The guy said, I'm not going. I don't want to.
No, he told me to take a shower when I got home, honestly. He was like, before you get in bed, take a shower. So, I mean, I had fun. I had a great time. I can't complain. He can play video games all he wants at home if that's his entertainment.
You ever been to the foxy lady?
I have. I work there. They have a police detail on the weekends.
Oh, they do?
Oh, cool.
I go there
Okay.
for business purposes only.
Did you have to after you worked, did you have to take a shower when you got home?
Not because of the work itself.
This is a very interesting case. I've never heard of anything like this, really.
I'm sorry. It was just supposed to be a fun night out. It ended up being a little more expensive than I ever anticipated, so.
Things okay with your boyfriend now? He's not upset that you went
Oh,
there?
yeah, no. I told him before I went, too. We have good communication.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You should try to entice him to go down.
I told him I was going to practice my dance moves. And he was like, for what? You know, because I'm like, I don't make enough money as a dog walker,
The only
apparently.
problem is if you take your boyfriend, no one's going to pick up your tab. If you go alone, they're picking up the tab, right?
That's true. Yep. So it's better he stays at home.
Do you know how to do those dance moves that they were doing?
It's I can't do it. I thought, you know,
Did you try?
I don't have a pole. They don't have that set up at Planet Fitness, you know, so I just,
Do we have a pole back there, Inspector Heaton?
Stop sign on the corner.
honestly, I'm
maybe.
so awkward. I don't know how to move. It is a skill. I give those ladies credit.
Okay, can we just appreciate how absolutely hilarious and refreshing this case is? Cassidy Pira just flipped the script on the typical courtroom drama we usually see. Instead of the usual scenario where a guy goes to a strip club and his girlfriend is furious, we have a woman who wants to go, her boyfriend refuses, and she ends up taking a girlfriend instead. And her reasoning? I like to support women, and I don't make a lot of money, so I'm looking for a bargain because the guys buy the drinks. That's actually brilliant financial strategy right there. But here's what I love about Judge Caprio's approach. He could have been judgmental or dismissive, but instead, he's genuinely curious and engaging with her story. Even the inspector admits he's worked security detail at the Foxy Lady for business purposes only, which adds another layer of comedy to this whole situation. The banter about whether Planet Fitness has a pole for practice, and asking if they have one in the back of the courtroom is pure gold. This is what makes Judge Caprio's courtroom so special. He treats everyone with respect and humor, making even a parking violation hearing entertaining and human. Now let's see what he decides.
All right. It's a $100 ticket. I'm going to reduce it to $35.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Well, you have a great attitude.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good luck.
I've had a nice time in your court today. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but...
So here's the breakdown on this case. Cassidy was facing a $100 parking violation for parking in a tow zone on Bridge Street just before midnight. Legally speaking, ignorance of parking signs isn't typically a valid defense. The burden is on the driver to ensure they're parked legally, regardless of whether they saw the signs. However, Judge Caprio exercised his discretion and reduced the fine by 65% down to just $35. Why? Because she had a great attitude, was honest and upfront about where she was and what she was doing, and she took responsibility for the violation. She even took pictures of where she parked to document her case. That shows initiative and respect for the legal process. The judge recognized that she's a dog walker who doesn't make a lot of money, which factors into the proportionality of the punishment. $100 might be a significant financial burden for someone in her position. This is the perfect example of how judicial discretion, when used properly, creates outcomes that are both just and compassionate. She pays a fine, learns her lesson, but isn't financially devastated. Everyone leaves happy. Now, our final case is going to warm your heart in a completely different way.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What is your name?
Sharanya.
And who's with you?
So my parents are with me, and they have come all the way from India.
Get your mother up there.
So we have come all the way from India. We
You can put,
used to watch your shows, so we were very eager to come and meet you personally. And
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming here. I want you to know you're welcome. It's interesting. I've had several guests from India who have come to our court, and it's very heartwarming for me that we have that reach to other countries. And I understand that we do have somewhat of a reach in India. Is that true?
Facebook has been really helpful in showing all your videos all over the world. So you do definitely have reach in India as well.
Why don't you share with me some of the things that people in India feel about these court proceedings?
So personally, we don't have much experience with court proceedings, but over there it takes a very long time to get anything moving. And I think the personal touch is something that's missing. So nobody has the time to understand our story or our life or what the current situation is of a person. So it's just, this is so different to what we see usually. So that's why I think it's very moving for us that you take the time out to understand everybody.
I said earlier that I led a very privileged childhood. My childhood I was raised poor. And I understand what it is to be raised like that. I understand what it is to have needs, and understand what it is to have a loving, caring family, and the key word is love, So we had a large family, but we were very close, and our parents were the central figure in our family. I think one of the sins of the world is the disintegration of the family unit. Not only here, I think we see it all over. I can see the family unit here is so close with you and your parents. I think that's just wonderful. But I can't tell you, and I mean this honestly, how moved I am that you actually came here. I don't do anything special. All I do is I try to treat people fairly. That's what I do. I try to understand their situation. I know when they come here that they're frightened. I know if they don't have any money that they're feeling that they won't be able to put food on the table if they pay the fine. I understand all that. I live that, so I understand it. But understanding it is one thing, but I never forgot it. It's very humbling is the only way I can really explain it, And
It's an
again,
honor to be here and to meet
honor
you.
and a learning experience for us also to be more empathetic while dealing with.
Well, I just want you to know you're welcome to come here anytime, and hopefully you can spread the good word about the United States once you get to India. And you are welcome. You're in Boston, so visit us.
I'll be driving by soon with all my friends. So.
Good luck. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
And that, folks, is why Judge Frank Caprio's Courtroom has become a global phenomenon. Let me wrap this up with the key takeaways from today's incredible cases. First, we witnessed John Richardson, a Gulf War veteran with 3 red light violations, share his deeply emotional story about how military service broke down the racial barriers he experienced growing up in the 1970s. Judge Caprio didn't just dismiss his tickets. He honored his service and his humanity. The legal outcome, all 3 violations dismissed, $0 owed. Second, we had Cassidy Pira, who got a parking ticket after visiting the Foxy Lady strip club with her girlfriend because her boyfriend refused to go. Her refreshing honesty and great attitude earned her a 65% reduction from $100 down to just $35. And finally, Sharia and her parents traveled all the way from India just to meet Judge Caprio in person, highlighting how his compassionate approach to justice has resonated across continents. They explain how court proceedings in India often lack the personal touch and empathy that Judge Caprio brings to every case. What makes this courtroom special isn't just the legal decisions. It's the recognition that behind every violation is a human being with a story, struggles, and dignity that deserves respect. Judge Caprio grew up poor. He understands hardship, and he never forgot where he came from. That's what separates good judges from truly great ones. If you found these cases as moving and entertaining as we did, make sure to smash that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible courtroom breakdowns that will restore your faith in humanity. Which case impacted you the most? The veteran's emotional testimony, the strip club parking ticket, or the family from India? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.